Yo, so there's a few things I want to talk about in this video, both kind of relating to the upcoming series and life in general, I guess. Specifically my life, not the secrets of the universe or whatever. But first thing first, what you're probably here for, the Pugging series. I think I'm going to say that at this point I'm planning to start uploading this week. I'm intending to stick to the same schedule I was doing for the past two series, which was Sundays at 9 a.m. PST every week. A video will come up. If I'm able to keep up with it, I will do more than that because it's coming out it's not necessarily coming out late. It's more that season 4 is coming out early, a lot earlier than I expected. So my intention was to have it uploaded before season 4 came out, but obviously that's not going to be feasible at this point for the entire thing, but some of them will be up before season 4. But if I can upload more than one per week, I will, but we'll see. All I can guarantee right now is every Sunday, 9 a.m. PST, there will be a Pugging video starting this coming Sunday. That's a promise. In the coming days, I'm going to upload a video going over more about the series, like the goals of this particular series, the class and spec. A lot of you probably already know this stuff, but it's supposed to be like a quick refresher, or if you are new, enough information for you to follow along, starting here without having to go back and watch anything else. That'll be between now and Sunday. Just since I'm being asked a lot, I do not intend to do another series for Season 4, mostly because Season 4 is going to be a lot shorter than a normal season, and I already struggle hard enough to upload in time in a normal season, and I'm going to be editing and uploading this series into Season 4, so it's not really feasible for me to do both, but I think this one was one of my favorites I've done, if not my favorite. I'm pretty excited to upload this one. There's a lot of content in this one, so I think that'll help hold you off until Dragonflight. One thing I will say about this series is that my intention was to go for plus 20s in every dungeon, in time specifically getting portals unlocked for every dungeon, instead of Keystone Master. Now this won't be the biggest spoiler ever, but I do wanted to say that I did not get there in time. It'll become pretty obvious through watching that it was definitely doable, and I could have done it if I put more time in, but a mix between the patch coming out early, the expansion coming out early, and issues in real life for me with my health and things like that, I decided to stop before getting there and kind of prioritize my own physical and mental health. It'll make more sense later, but just wanted to put that out there because it's going to become obvious at some point. But there's still, I got close enough. I don't want to spoil it, but I got pretty far in. I got the gist of it, and I got enough to make it pretty obvious that it was doable. Hopefully that works. I apologize if you're really looking forward to getting all the portals. So the way things have been going for me the past few months, it just wasn't really doable. I might be wondering what I'm talking about with the whole life thing. I'm not like super... I don't always talk about this kind of stuff, but it's not necessarily a secret either. Like a lot of people do know that myself and my immediate family members pretty much all have like some sort of crippling illness going on. The main thing that's been a problem for me recently has been my own health. For those that may not know, I've had 3 spinal surgeries. First one being when I was 16 or 15, or I just turned 16 a couple months before. Then I had one when I was 18, and then another one when I was 19, I think. I am now 24, and I still have a lot of chronic issues from that. Like chronic pain, I have a lot of neck issues, and more recently I've been having a lot of migraines. There's a period of about 2 weeks where I couldn't record or edit or do anything at all, because I was having a migraine every single night for weeks straight, and since then I've been having at least 1 or 2 a week. I've been working with my doctor and physical therapist, and she thinks she has a lead on what's causing it and does think it's fixable, but it's a lengthy process and a very painful process, and that has been the biggest reason I had to call the series early. I just didn't really have it in me to push through this. For one thing, it would take away from everything else in my life. I would have no time to do anything else, and I think the content would suck anyway. If I'm miserable the whole time, it's not going to be fun content to watch. So that's the main reason I called it. If the patch would last as long as I expected it to, it would have been okay anyway, I think. The last major patch of expansions almost always lasts a pretty long time, like a year. Like 9 months to a year. This one is going to last like 5 months, which is very abnormal. I don't know what kind of drugs Blizzard started doing, but they have cranked up the speed apparently, because they are pumping out content, and I was not ready for it. If I had kept up the pace a little better in the beginning, I think I could have done it, but like I said, I was not expecting this, so I was kind of going at like a more leisurely pace and just kind of doing it when I felt like it. And that came back to bite me a little bit, and obviously the health things I was not expecting. And more recently, my mom has COVID, and everyone except for me and my family is some sort of immunocompromised. So it's a little bit scary. Also, if I get COVID, I'm obviously not going to be able to, or I might be able to, but I'm not going to want to edit, record, and whatnot for at least a week. There's only 3 weeks left at the point I'm recording this of this season, so it's like, I should probably just make the call, stop now, and start uploading, and just get that moving, instead of trying to continue pushing when I don't really have any push left, and it might only get worse. If you've been subscribed for a long time, you may have noticed a pattern. I've noticed it too. Every time I try to do a series, some major life event, usually involving my health or someone immediately, like in my household, something totally unexpected happens and throws me through a loop. I don't know what kind of higher power wants to stop me from doing these series, but it's getting really frustrating. Every single series that's something come up that has stopped me from either finishing it or doing the uploading at the pace I'd like. Hopefully it doesn't feel like I'm making a bunch of excuses. That's not really what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to give you a little insight. But as always, I appreciate the patience shown by all of you. No one's been like pestering me or anything. I appreciate that, as always. Also, side note, I have a couple strange videos that a viewer made that I'm going to upload, because why not? I guess they're like short videos. They're going to be a little different. So if you see that, just know that you were warned, you know? Anyways, like I said, new series starting this Sunday, 9 a.m. PST, and then every Sunday after that, 9 a.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time, or it might be PDT, whatever it is time in California right now. I don't know which one it is. Hopefully you guys like it, and I'll see you there. Thank you very much for listening and being so patient.